Is writing poetry daunting for your students? Today we're exploring how poetry frames can support students in building confidence and creativity. Poetry frames can be provided as a scaffold, giving students a structured way to engage with poetry while allowing them to express their own ideas. Let's break down the process. Start by reading a whole class poem to help students develop an understanding of the rhythm, structure, and style of the poem. Once they've practiced reading the poem, transform it into a poetry frame by adding blank lines where students can insert in their own ideas. Next, present the poetry frame to the class. As part of the gradual release of responsibility, begin by filling out the poetry frame together as a whole class. Then transition into a team task, where students collaborate to complete the poetry frame in small groups. Use the T-graph and team points to reinforce expectations for successful teamwork. Once students have worked together to fill in their poetry frame, they can present it to the class. After this, they can move into independent tasks where they create their own poems using the poetry frames available. Offering a variety of poetry frames allows students to choose the one that resonates with them, building a sense of ownership over their writing. Let's check this out in action.
So my friends, we are gonna read a poem, and some of it is filled out and some of it is not. So I'm gonna need some help filling some things out. Will you help me out?
Yes.
Okay, great. The title of our poem is called Heroes, Yes, of Course. Everyone say heroes and do this with me. Heroes, and we'll say yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Read it with me. Heroes, yes, of course. This is actually called a call and response. So what we are going to do is half of the room will do one side, the left side of the chart, and the other half of the room will answer the questions on this side. I'm gonna divide up the room right here, okay? So if you're on this side of my hand, this side, you are going to say this part of the poem. And if you are on this side, my hand, this side, you are going to respond to that side of the classroom. So we'll see who has better singing voices. Are you guys ready for a competition?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this side, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start it off. Ready? Is this Abraham Lincoln? Yes, of course. Is this Abraham Lincoln? Yes, of course. How do you know? He was the 16th president. How do you know? He was honest. Give me some examples. Civil War. Give me some examples. Emancipation Proclamation. Oh, look at this one. Is this?
Abraham.
It's blank. So what do we need to do? We need to fill it in. So we have right over here, this is our pictorial input chart. Everyone say pictorial and do this with me. Pictorial. And our pictorial is all about which hero?
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman, right over here. What we're gonna do is we are gonna fill out some of the blank spaces on our yes, of course. So right here, here's our first blank space. It says by. That means who wrote this poem? I wrote some of it, but who's gonna write the rest? Us. So what classroom is this? What number?
E3.
E3. Is it okay if I write by E3?
Yeah.
By E3, and you are all historians. Who are you? Historians, because you're studying about history. And particularly, what are you studying about?
Harriet Tubman.
And she is a?
Hero.
She is a hero, and we know that since it's on our chart. So right here where it says, is this, who's the person we learned about on our pictorial?
Harriet
Alright, I need someone to come up and show me where that is on our chart. Show me where it is on our chart. Come on up. Come on up. Point to where does it say Harriet Tubman on our chart? You can point to a picture or the words. Nice job. Touch the word Harriet. Nice job. Everyone spell that for me. Harriet. What's her last name? Tubman. Tubman. Amazing. You've earned a literacy reinforcer for helping us out. And you really solved, I had a problem and you solved it. So nice job, congratulations. All right, and on the next line, what should we write here? Is this,
Harriet Tubman.
let's write it again, spell it quickly. H-A-R-R-I-E-T-T-U-B-M-A-N. Ooh, that was super fast. Let's read it together so far. Is this Harriet Tubman? Yes, of course. Is this Harriet Tubman? Yes, of course. How do you know? How do we know we're writing about Harriet Tubman? How do we know? She was brave. How do you know? Prove it. Come show me where it is on our chart. Right, how do we know she was brave? Nice job. Is that part of her character traits?
Yes.
Amazing. So go ahead and touch the word brave. And everyone spell it for me. B-R-A-V-E. She was brave. All right, nice job. And you have earned a literacy reinforcer for helping us solve a problem. Dylan, congratulations. You're welcome. We'll say, congratulations, Dylan. Let's read the next line. It says, how do you know? So she was brave. What's another character trait? Liam?
She traveled at night.
Are you sure? How do you know? Come show me. Come prove it. Underground Railroad. Nice job. Nice job. How do you know? And we'll write, what should we write here? Okay, how do we spell underground? U-N-D-E-R-G-R-O-U-N-D-R-A-I-L-R-O-A-D. Let's say it together. Underground Railroad. Say it with me. Underground Railroad. And Liam, you've also earned a literacy reinforcer for participating and helping us out. And you get Abraham Lincoln. You earned that. Congratulations, Liam. Okay, it looks like we have 2 more blank spaces. Let's read the next line. It says, give me some examples. What are some examples of Harriet Tubman being brave and courageous? I know, look at all these hands. Damien, come show me. Is that a good example?
Yes.
You all agree? Okay, awesome. So let's write that together. She risked her own life. Now I'm gonna add a sketch of a heart. That definitely shows how courageous she was. And Damien, you have also earned a literacy reinforcer for solving a problem. Congratulations, Damien. Congratulations, Damien. You earned that, nice job. We have 1 more blank space. Ooh, I'm looking for students sitting on their bottoms. John, come on up. Come on up. What's your idea, John?
She freed over 300 slaves.
Is that a good example? Do you agree? Yes, nice job. Okay, so go ahead and point to that for the class. And let's write it together. She freed over 300 slaves. Wow. Nice job. And John, you have also earned a literacy reinforcer. So many, yes. And here you go. Congratulations, John. Nice job. All right, friends, so this time let's go ahead and read the part that we wrote together. So again, this side of the class, this time let's switch it up. This side, you will ask the questions, and this side you will answer. Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Yes.
You don't sound ready. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this side, let's start. Ready? Is this Harriet Tubman? Yes, of course. Is this Harriet Tubman? Yes, of course. How do you know? Brave. How do you know? Underground Railroad. Give me some examples. She risked her own life. Give me some examples. She freed over 300 slaves. Nice job! So check that out. This is called a poetry frame because there are some lines that you can fill out. Now in your team, you are gonna write your own poem. You only have a few minutes to do so. So what you are going to do is you are gonna fill out your poetry frame just like we filled out our poetry frame. But this side of the chart, you're not allowed to write the same words. I am going to circle the ones that we actually wrote here. So we had Underground Railroad. I'm going to put a little dot right here, so you know you can't write about that. We also said she was brave, so you can't choose that one. We already wrote that one down. She risked her own life. That one was right here. And the last one was she freed over 300 slaves. That's right here. So if there's a green dot next to the fact on our chart, you cannot write it. It's already on our whole class poem. So I'm gonna challenge you. So you can choose any of the other facts on our chart. Caleb, which team did you see that was showing teamwork?
I think red team.
Red team, are you sure? Prove it.
I mean, they're sitting on the bottoms and they're looking at it.
I also noticed light blue too. I actually noticed every single team. So every team has earned a team point. 2 team points, because I noticed every team was sitting on their bottom with their eyes on the speaker. Nice job. You are gonna get started with your team task. Yes, of course. So one important rule is that you are not allowed to borrow or trade colors. Your color is your color. The other rule is that everybody has to do a part on the chart. Our signal word is character traits. Say it with me, character traits. Red team was the first team done. So red team, come on up. Heroes.
Yes, of course. Very red. This is Abraham Lincoln. Yes, of course. Is this Abraham Lincoln? Yes, of course. How do you know? He was the 16th president. How do you know? He was honest. Give me an example. Civil War. Give me an example.
Emancipation Proclamation. Is this
Harriet
Tubman?
Yes, of course. Is this Harriet Tubman? Yes, of course. How do you know? Courageous. How do you know? Determined. Give me an example. Slavery. Give me an example. Born in 1820 to 1913.
Wow, what do we say to red team? Congratulations, red team. And red team, you just earned 20 bonus points for your presentation. Congratulations. And the next team will also earn 20 points. So here you go.
By using poetry frames, you can provide the structure students need to feel confident while fostering their creativity and self-expression. This gradual process of collaboration, reflection, and independence not only builds their writing skills, but also empowers students to see themselves as poets. To learn more about this and other powerful BEGLAD strategies, check out the full online training course.